Hi guys. I wanted to take a moment to touch base with you because our first week has just wrapped. We've completed Milestone 1 and I am finalizing your grades right now. I think I only have about five grades left to do. And I wanted to share with you some information that will help you to improve your scores on weekly tasks. Okay, so this is a discussion about grade killers. These are things that students do. There's 3 things that students do which consistently lead to a loss of points. So if you saw your grades this week and you weren't exactly enthused by them, or you're really disappointed with how they turned out, here are the 3 reasons why that might have happened. And you might be experiencing problems with one of these reasons, or it might be all 3. Listen to what I have to say. It's really, really important because this will help you to get the maximum amount of points. Okay, number 1. One of the reasons that students tend to lose points week to week is because they're not reading our weekly lectures, so all of that stuff that's posted under the milestone, or assigned chapters in the textbook. You need to read everything. In fact, I have a way that I can go in and I can see all of your activity, and I can see, you know, if at the very minimum, if you're reading our lectures and, you know, how long everybody spends on each page. And it gives me an indication of who's actually reading and who isn't. And you'd be surprised to know, or maybe you wouldn't be surprised, that most students don't actually read the lectures. They are there to teach you the information that you need to successfully navigate through these different assignments that we give you. So if you don't read them, you're going to be lost. You're going to miss information that I'm looking for, and you're not going to have everything there. Everything is relatively short. It shouldn't take you much time to read those things, so please make sure that you're reading them. The second, and this is something that is happening consistently to students, and this has happened for years that I've taught at AI and even other institutions where I work, failing to read directions. So before each task, you notice that there is a lot of verbiage, and it tells you exactly what you need to do for each assignment. I know it's confusing sometimes, but I recommend that you read it through once, take a break, come back and read it again, and really figure out, what am I supposed to be doing here? Another thing you should do, look at the little rubric that's posted beneath the instructions. It breaks down by points exactly what I'm looking for. And I use that rubric. I mean, you'll notice when you go into the grade book, I use that rubric to break down your points and explain if you were missing something, what was missing and why you didn't get those points. Use that as a tool. It tells you what needs to be there. So before you hit submit, look at that rubric and say, okay, do I have all of these things? Am I going to get points on these things? You know, because are they present, or did I miss something? Please know, if you're not sure, because I do, sometimes the instructions are confusing, I'm here to clarify questions. If you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, ask me. This is an aside. I already started looking at comments that were posted for Milestone 2 Task 1, and it seems that people maybe aren't understanding the instructions, and I went through it, everybody that's responded so far, and explained what they needed to be doing. I've also, hopefully you've seen this if you've logged into Milestone 2 Task 1, I posted a video that explains what you're supposed to do there, and I also added a link this morning that shows you how to cite your work from Gutenberg. Look at those things. I mean, it takes me time to talk to all of you guys and to share these pieces of information with you, but I do it to help you. I used to type all this stuff out, and I think it's a lot more difficult to have to read it than it is for you to hear me explain it to you. So I'm going to try to keep using videos as a way to communicate with you and give you the information that you need to be really successful. All right, so we've gotten through 2 things that are grade killers. The third thing that's a grade killer is not participating in discussion. Now, many of you might be brand new to this online platform. You might be used to taking classes on campus, and there's not a discussion component. So this is kind of a weird thing. I don't know if you even understand what you're supposed to do and how you're graded. This is the expectation. In both tasks 1 and 2 each week, your assignment gets posted into the discussion thread. Okay, so the step 1 is you do the assignment, you post it. Step 2, this other portion of your grade, and it's sometimes 10% or more of your grade, it's a substantial amount of points, is participating in discussion. This is what you have to do every time you have an assignment that goes into a discussion thread. You need to select a minimum of 2 students. And as long as you have these 2 students, I'm happy. Pick 2 students, read what they've posted, think about it, and respond to it. I want you to do more than just say, oh, good work, I think that your insights were really accurate, or, you've done a great job on this assignment. Engage them. Share your own ideas based upon what they wrote. You don't have to write a novel, but I'd like to see a few sentences to a paragraph, or if you're really enthusiastic about what they said, a couple of paragraphs. Then, after you've posted at least 2 comments, the other expectation for discussion is that if anyone says something to you about your assignment, that you answer them back, that you provide some type of response. Think about the way conversations work. If someone's talking to you, most of the time you're going to respond. So for example, I comment to every single one of you, unless your assignments are late and I don't have enough time to swing back around and do responses. But I try to respond to everybody, even if you're late. So I know you're going to get at least 1 comment from me. So I expect to see a response back to my comment. And again, if 3 other students say something to you, or maybe they ask you a question, answer it. It's okay if whatever they posted really isn't leading the conversation any further. Maybe there's not a question or there's not anything else that can be said. But really make a concerted effort to respond to any feedback that's given to you and your assignment. So hopefully, and I'm sorry this video is a little bit long, and I have all these cats running around and children. My kids are off of school tomorrow and they're having a sleepover, so it's a little noisy here today. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Let me know if you like me sharing these videos, if this information does work. You could send me an email or maybe just say something in class if you've seen this and you thought it was helpful. If there are specific things that I need to clarify that just aren't making sense, let me know and I'll create a video for that, and I'll try to structure it to whatever it is that you need. So, all right, hope you all are having a great week. Keep working hard. Ask questions if you need them. And I'm here to help. So I will see you all in the classroom. Have a great night, and thank you for listening.